Orioles Executive VP and General Manager Mike Elias joins us on the set to go through the Orioles moves that they've made already. Congratulations on that stuff, Mike, and what's happening. I want to actually start with Trevor Rogers. Sometimes a trade doesn't become a good one until months after you execute it. And I guess we saw what you guys saw in Trevor Rogers all along last year. He had a terrific season for you.
Yeah, in a season where a lot didn't go to plan, that was a bright spot for us. Trevor had an amazing season. You know, when we acquired him, we were aware of his pedigree. He's a first-round pick and a top pitching prospect coming up, and had some real brilliant flashes with Miami early in his career, made an all-star team. And then he'd been hurt. And the types of injuries that he had, it was something that you could envision somebody coming back from. We acquired him at the deadline in 2024, and I really think he was kind of out of gas. He hadn't thrown that many innings in a while. Our pitching department did an exceptional job, strength and conditioning, and Trevor himself put in a ton of work, and he's in a fabulous spot right now. We're very proud of what he's done, and a big part of our team going into the season.
So, Mike, you look back last year, Matt touched on it, and you said it actually didn't go the way you wanted it to go. But it's not like you sit there and go, we have a bad team, we throw it out. So when you go back and you assess last year, what do you see? What adjustments do you think have to happen? Do you need to change the roster, or are you on the point where you feel like you're okay?
Well, I think it's
you had some injuries really hit you big time.
Yeah, it was all of the above. I mean, we had injuries. We had things that we can improve on as the way that we operate and behave as an organization, what we do development-wise, what we do acquisition-wise. You've got to reassess all that stuff on an annual basis, and when you have a year where things don't go well, it's a lot easier to make changes and make adjustments and self-reflect. So I think everyone in the organization is doing that, and that includes the players. And that's something that we're hearing from them really loud and clear. I love the way that they're looking in the mirror and talking about what they could have done better, and that's what we're all doing.
Nothing that you haven't heard before, not that you're monitoring the wires on what the pundits are saying about the construct of your roster, but people are wondering about the starting pitching. Rogers has been great. You trade Grayson Rodriguez to get Taylor Ward, addressing a need there for sure. But when we look at the options here, and you got Bradish coming back off an injury, Wells coming off an injury, and you got guys that really haven't amassed a ton of innings, for better or for worse, right? It leaves you to believe there's still a lot of tread on the tires, but we're not talking about a super experienced group here. How do you plan on managing that and addressing it in the winter?
Well, we do believe in these guys, but we are looking to supplement and add from outside, and that's why we're here early December. It's something that we're working on. Everybody's working on bringing in starting pitching. You know, that's a constant theme in baseball right now with all the injuries and the durability issues. But we're out there, too, looking to add. You know, we'll see what happens. You know, it's a part of the team that we can augment and supplement. We've also, I think, have a really good stable starting to bubble up through AA and AAA, and I think a lot of these guys will be in camp and may be able to help us later. So combination of internal guys, but we're looking outside as well.
Got it.
I'm a little upset with you because you took away one of our fun elements, and you moved the fence again. You know, when it was way back there, we had all kinds of fun things, and you moved it in. So the thought behind the fence, I know you've heard this a million times. I'm wondering your thoughts with it.
Yeah, I've talked about it enough by now, but it was way too short the way it was when it started. We moved it back. It sort of worked, but we moved it back a little bit too far. And the hitters, our young hitters in particular,
were they complaining?
Driving them up a wall, no pun intended. So I think that we found a happy medium. The park played really well last year, kind of how we wanted to play. You know, you never can predict year to year how that's going to change, but I think it's in the right spot.
I'll tell you a guy who I know is real happy about that is one of your newest players with pull-side power, Taylor Ward. Got a good guy there. Got a good dude, got a good hitter. Talk about the trade that brought you Taylor.
Yeah, that's what I hear. He seems like a great guy. He's had a fantastic career, but particularly last season he hit 36 homers, and he's played basically every day in left field for 2 years in a row, and just a really solid player. Our team has always been a little skewed to the left, a lot of left-handed hitters, and so we're always on the lookout for right-handed bats and right-handed power, and that's something that's kind of in short supply right now around baseball. So when we had the opportunity to line up early with the Angels, this is a player that we were targeting, that we've been trying to acquire from them for a year or two, and I think he really helps balance out our lineup, and it's a big acquisition for us.
Talk to me about your manager. How you just settle on him and the process of that.
It's always a really intensive process. He was toward the top of the list, if not right at the top of the list from the beginning of the process, just because of the reputation that Craig Albernaz has. He's been one of the up-and-coming coaches and managerial candidates in the league for a few years. You come from Cleveland, and you're the bench coach with Stephen Vogt, back-to-back manager of the year, and the types of seasons that they've had, and how big Craig, we call him Albie, but how big Albie's role was in Cleveland's success. We hear all that, we see all that, and we really targeted him for our team as a fit. And so he's just got such an impressive background and resume. We love working with him already, and I think he's going to be very impactful for us.
And we love the New England accent saying Gunnar Henderson, too. It's one of our favorite things, Gunnar Henderson. It's good. Thank you for that. We're going to get a lot of mileage out of that.
He's going to have to work on that at Fenway Park.
Mike, we appreciate the visit, man. Thank you. Good luck the rest of the meetings, and happy holidays to you and your family.
Same to you. Thanks.
We're going to take